Oh my God, it's so different now. Yeah, how they used to hit me, now they let me down. Yeah, I remember days of wearing hand-me-downs. Yeah, got it out the mud, they understand me now. I swear I'm just a young, no, keep counting up a check. I've been having fun.
What's up, my babies? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to show you all how I sew down my lace closure wig. This is my first time sewing down a lace closure wig, but I figured it was similar to gosh, I can't talk. I figured it was similar to sewing down a lace frontal wig, but obviously with just a little bit less lace. So right here, you show me I've already braided my hair down off camera into this super flat look, and I'm just sewing down this big old dookie braid in the back. So everything is like flat and laid down. Normally I would have on a wig cap underneath my wig, but I figured since I was leaving this wig on for so long, I didn't really want that, so I went ahead and left it off. The sun was like super beaming in my face, like it was shining, yeah. Ignore me, y'all. I'm so tired. It's super late here. So this is me just showing you my hair. This hair is from Maxine Hair Company. I do have a review. Of course, I will leave it in the description box below and in the cards above. Now, whenever I do a sew-in, I like to grease my hair before I start adding the hair in. So I was using black Jamaican castor oil and a little bit of argan oil to put in between the braids, and the black Jamaican castor oil to go on my edges. Keep them edges right, baby. And I'm using this got to be glued spray and getting it tacky, ready to apply my wig. And first, before I sew my wig on, I'm gonna actually lay it down. Now, like I said, this is my first time sewing down a lace closure wig, so I've never done this method before, but I figured, you know, trial and error. I wanted to try first. I figured I could get it like super flat and laid down, and then go back and sew it like where I want it to actually be. So I figured it would help me. I'm pretty sure I just said figured at least 100 times, but we're gonna move past that. So right now I'm just going back in and I'm making sure my ends, it seems like the ends of the edges of these lace closures are giving me such a hard time as the years go by. I'm not sure what's going on. It's a conspiracy. I'm not sure, but I'm trying to secure those down as much as possible, so that, you know, my lace is on flat, because don't nobody want their little edges sticking up. That's not cute, my baby. That's not cute. So I finally like low-key got it down, and as y'all can see, it's super secure. The sun is so far in my eye. So I have two threads. I'm going to use the black thread to go around my edges, and I'm going to use the blonde thread to go in the back. First, I'm going to do my edges just to make sure I pull the lace forward. Now, I did end up having to go in and re-sew down my lace, like the front. But right now, I'm just like pulling the wig cap toward like over a braid, and then I'm sewing like basically on that braid. It's really hard to explain, but what I should have done initially was put the thread through the edge of the lace and then pull it to the end of the braid, and then continue to redo that, because that's what I went back in and did, and that made it feel like a lot more secure. Whereas this way, as soon as the got to be glue like started to melt off, like my wig kind of shifted back a little bit because it wasn't like pulled fully correct. I don't know how to explain it to y'all. Just know, like, I went back in and started sewing down some stuff. Okay, basically my advice throughout this whole video is do things until you feel like it's secure enough for you. Just like I'm going back in, because these ends, I'm telling you, of this lace closure, they were not cooperating with your girl. I'm not sure what the issue was, my baby, but we was having problems. But I finally got it down, and now I'm going in the back, and I'm using the blonde thread with this, and I'm going to sew along those back braids. Now, again, it's kind of like you want to sew as much as possible, like up to your security level. So if you feel like your wig is secure, by just sewing it in the 3 places that I showed you along with the edges, then baby boo, live your life. But me playing basketball and working out every day, I can't take any chances of this wig slipping back, pulling forward. I can't take no chances. So I went back in and I added thread a lot more places just to make myself feel better at night, like sleeping better. Like, I just know I needed it, so it had to be done. Oh, and if y'all are wondering why I'm using blonde thread, it's because, one, I'm doing it by myself, and I'm also going to be taking it out by myself. So obviously the blonde is more visible than the black to see when actually taking it down. So yeah, like I figured it was smarter, and it's going to be covered up by track, so it's not like it's going to be seen all out in the open and all that good jazz. So the back is laid down, and now I'm going to go through on the sides and do the exact same thing with the blonde thread. So I'm finishing up the other side, and it's pretty secure, as y'all will see. I'm feeling real confident or whatever, and I'm loving this hair absolutely. But that's all for this video and how I sew it down. There is a part 2 for this video. So if you're interested in how I style this and straighten it and all that good jazz, stay tuned. Love you, babes. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Mwah.